Hello children, and welcome to today's collective worship. I'm going to share my screen again with you so that you can enjoy some of the pictures as we share today's collective worship. And as we're getting ready to start, you can see that the candle is lit and our Bible is there to remind us all that we are together and we're going to be thinking about what today's collective worship is all about. Now, this week, we're actually thinking about having a positive attitude, and that's part of our jigsaw theme that we have been learning about so far this term and last term, thinking about our new PSHE resource. And even though the whole theme this half term is about dreams and goals, this week we're thinking about all of us, not just you at home and at school, but all of us having a positive attitude. So I want to share my very first picture and tell you a little bit about today's story, because this is a well-known fable. And I wonder if you can guess what it is. Some of you will remember it because we've shared lots of fables at school. And if you haven't remembered, it is, of course, The Tortoise and the Hare. Now, the fable was written by Aesop, and we know about Aesop. He was a famous storyteller from many, many years ago. Now, normally with a fable, you will remember there's a message at the end of it. So I wonder what we're going to learn from today's fable. "Look at me," said the hare to the other animals. "Just look at how fast I can run." The hare ran across a field as fast as he could. All the animals agreed that yes, the hare was very fast. The hare ran back. "See," he shouted, "I'm not even out of breath." "Yes, that was very fast," said the fox. "So who wants a race?" said the hare. "Anybody think they could beat me?" None of the animals spoke. "See," said the hare, "you're all too scared to even try." "I'll have a go," said the tortoise. The hare laughed. "You? You're the slowest creature in the world. I'm not wasting my time racing a tortoise." "What's the matter?" said the tortoise. "Scared I might beat you?" Some of the animals laughed at that, so the hare said, "All right then, tortoise, let's have a race right now. Then we'll see who's laughing." "Not today," said the tortoise. "We'll race next week. Got to do a bit of training first." Next morning, the animals watched the tortoise do his training. First, he did some gentle stretching exercises to warm himself up, and then he started to run. "Has he started running yet?" asked the fox. "Well, it's a bit hard to tell," said the badger. "He's definitely moving, but he's a little bit slow." "Is he?" said the fox. "Tortoise, are you sure about this?" said the crow. "I mean, the hare is very fast and, well, "Don't worry," said the tortoise. "This is just day one. I'll speed up, you'll see." On the day of the race, all the animals came to watch. The tortoise slowly made his way to the starting line, and then suddenly the hare arrived at top speed. Everybody had come to watch, and the hare had some extra special trainers on to make him run even faster. "The race starts here," said the fox, pointing to a line on the ground, "and it ends at the tree on the other side of the field. First one to touch the tree is the winner." "Right, let's get on with it," said the hare. "You ready, tortoise? Ready to see some real speed?" I'm ready, said the tortoise. Ready, steady, go, said the fox, and the race began. The hare roared off and then stopped and looked back. The tortoise was still crossing the starting line. The hare ran back to the tortoise. Didn't you hear him say go? You can start, you know. I have started, said the tortoise. Look, said the hare, you're going so slowly, I'm going to have a rest. I might even have a little sleep. I'll finish the race when I wake up, and I'll still meet you by miles. So the hare decided on his way to have a little nap. And now the animals started to get very excited. You know what? I think the tortoise might win. I can't believe it. They started to get excited because the tortoise tiptoed and got very close to the finishing tree. All the animals started to cheer. Come on, tortoise, they shouted. Nearly there. Keep going, old friend. Keep going. Keep up that positive attitude. But the noise of the cheering crowd woke up the hare. He looked across the field, saw the tortoise about to reach the tree, and in a flash, he was running. The tortoise heard the hare thundering up behind him, but he just kept on going and going and going, and suddenly he was there. Just in time, the tortoise got through the finishing line and managed to touch the tree. He'd done it. The tortoise had touched the tree with his nose, and he'd beaten the hare fair and square. There you go, said Badger. Slow and steady, sometimes better than fast and flashy. Not fair, said the hare. I was asleep. We have to run the race again. It's not fair. But nobody was listening to the hare. Some people do find things easy to do, and sometimes others find them quite tricky. But when things do get difficult, it's easy to try and avoid them. And sometimes we might want to give up or not even bother. But if you try to keep going and keep up that positive attitude, you may find that you get better and better and better. So you see, children, the moral of this fable is slow and steady wins the race. The tortoise won because he was determined not to stop for 1 second. And the hare lost because he was overconfident and he thought he was going to win. He took his win for granted. I'd like to finish our collective worship today with a prayer. Some of you might like to put your hands together and join in with me. Perhaps if you're sitting at home or at school, you might like to read the prayer with me. So I'm going to put our hands together and say, thank you, God, for the sun and the trees, for the wonderful flowers and the buzzing bees, for the sounds I hear and the sights I see. But most of all, thank you for making me me. Help me to believe in myself so that even when I may find things difficult, I will keep trying. Amen. Thank you for listening again today, children, and I hope you all have a really lovely day. See you again soon. Bye-bye.